What's going on, guys? You said there's music playing? I'm not playing any music. What's going on, guys? You said there's music. I wasn't playing anything. I'm looking around here. I'm not playing any music at the moment. Yeah, it's probably an ad. It's probably an ad. I haven't got that ad blocker yet. I think it was we got hit with a Yahoo Finance ad right there. But we're all good now, right? Yeah, I haven't got around to that ad block. I gotta get on that. But what's going on, everyone? Hope everyone had a good weekend. It's good to be back Monday. I'm pretty fired up for this week. Pretty optimistic. I think we could get it. I think we could definitely see a big runner this week. Obviously, I have no clue, but just like a little bit of a hunch. I'm thinking that it's getting to second week of October now. I kind of think the summer slowness passed us now, and I'm hopeful for this week that we could see a nice big runner and get some volume back going into this small cap market. But let's get into the. Don't have a watch list right now because there's not anything I'm too in love with. But we'll go through some of these top gappers and see what we got going on. So one play I do like is PFNX here. PNFX here. They did have FDA approval. I did post the link to the full news article over in Discord. So if you guys want to read through that, it's over in Discord. But they did receive USDA FDA approval for their osteoporiosis. Big word right there. But they did receive FDA approval, so it's always good news when you see FDA approval. So this one is going to be on watch today. So far, the pre-market volume's not bad here. We're doing some pretty good bars for an $8 stock, but did have a big push here, and now we have been fading slowly since. But now just put in a higher low here at this 840 mark, slowly starting to curl back on up. This is one we'll be keeping on watch today, this morning on PFNX here. We do have a 30-minute float stock here with 80% institutional ownership. So we do have a not a micro float, not a low float, but not a high float. It's not bad. 30 million, not bad. We do have a high institutional ownership here at 80% on this play here. So this is one we'll be keeping on watch. Other than that, looking across the board here, you can see pretty light volume overall. The only one that has other than that has some good volume is ADXS here, ADXS. We did have I think we had phase 1 on this one, so I got to go back and look. But I believe it was phase 1 news here on ADXX. Not the best phase 1. It's not like a phase 2 or phase 3, but still. Decent headline here on this one. It's a cheap one at 36 cents. I'm not a big fan of playing these cheap ones, but it does have some good volume. Almost 2 million shares traded in pre-market. So if you guys like these cheaper ones, this is one you may want to keep an eye on. We just see TTNP on Friday, or was it? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was TTNP. This one ran almost 200%, I believe, on Friday. So we did see some good volume into these smaller guys. So ADXX, another one this morning that you could see some volume pushing towards some of these cheaper ones. You can see we have a few of them. You have AEMD here, another 30-cent stock. RTTR here, another one. So we are seeing some of these cheap ones, gap up this morning. So I typically don't play these ones, but we'll keep an eye on it if we get some sort of good volume towards it. Let's see. Yeah, CAPR was CAPR. That one got beat up on CAPR. So micro float here, low float here at 3 million. 30% held by insiders. So we do have the above 30%, which is a good number right there. Did have, I think it was phase 2 news on CAPR. So we did have a good headline there, but you could see volume and price action just weren't good. You know, we opened up here immediately. We had big selling over 4. Couldn't push. Each push got stuff. You can see push here stuff, push here stuff. Huge def drop here, and just couldn't reclaim. Probably just had some big hands. You know, taking some profits there. Definitely some dilution here this morning here on CAPR. So no reason to get long here. There was no long signals from the price action and volume. Even if we had a low flow, good news. Good amount of insiders. Good amount of insider institutional ownership. Doesn't matter because we didn't have good price action and volume on it. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah. So it was recycled news. Thank you. So it was recycled news. So sometimes we do see that. A lot of these companies are sketchy and they'll re-release the same press release just to dump on it, just to get that initial pop on up, and then they'll start to sell. So thank you for that, guys. Yeah, sometimes you miss little things like that. It's always good to check the news and see if it's a recycled news, the same PR. Good pickup, guys, on that one. Thank you. MREO. MREO. So MREO up here, up 8%. A little later on the volume. Is there a headline on this one? Also received FDA fast track. So we do have some FDA plays this morning. Float 15 million, not bad. A little light in the volume, so this is not a bad one to watch. If this one ever gets some sort of volume towards it, good one to keep on watch. Same thing with PFNX here. Another one we'll be keeping an eye on if ever gets some sort of volume push towards it. Hey, Dreambox, as long as you stuck to your setup and you stopped out when your stop was hit, you gotta be happy with that. Yep, gotta be happy with that. You took a good setup, just didn't work in your favor. You just gotta move on. All right, so we got about 10 minutes to the market opens. And just a heads up, guys, I did slowly pick up some shippers. I did mention on Friday that I'm going to start looking towards some of these shipping stocks. It is around that time where we historically see shipping stocks run. Did pick up some CTRM. And I also did pick up some not PXX, EC. So I did pick up 2 shipping stocks right now. I may look at some others, but these are the 2 I'm currently holding right now. I'm not expecting these to run right away. It's possible we could see them run a little earlier, but historically we kind of see shippers run in November, and we did see last year kind of the end of October. So it's possible we could see them run earlier, but I'm going to be holding these ones till like mid-November-ish. If we don't get anything by then, I'll cut it. Or if my stop loss hits, I'll cut it. So just holding these 2 plays at the moment. If I pick up anything else, I'll let you guys know, and I'll update you guys on the shipping hold. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Gamer, yeah, you got it. I always let you guys know when I enter a position. Jason, it's gonna be a little bit of a wide risk. It's gonna be a little bit of wide risk. This is probably the most wide risk I'll ever have on a swing. Kind of risking that like 250 area. 250 bottom. So I'm giving it a little bit of wider risk, but the reward is gonna be 5+. So reward's definitely there for this type of trade. So a bit of a wide stop there. Dollar wise, I have 6,000 shares, so it'd be a little bit more than a $3,000 loss on it. But the upside could be 12,000, 18,000, $24,000 winner. I'm just gonna keep bumping on my stop as this thing continues to rip on up when that day comes. And just be very careful, guys, on the shipper. These are volatile stocks, very crazy stocks, so just be very cautious on them. There's no guarantee they'll run again this year. They have ran the past 4 years, but there's no guarantee it'll continue to run this year. But I'm willing to take that risk, and I'm willing to play it again. The last 2 years I banked on them, so I'm going to continue to swing them every year. It's just something I do. You guys don't have to. I'm not telling anyone to buy any stocks. That's not what this channel is about. Just here to educate you guys and live stream my trading. CAPR, I feel you, man. I feel you. Want to wake up one day and see like a 200% gapper. That gets me pumped up, but I'm still staying optimistic. I think I'm calling it now. I think we're gonna see a big rip this week, like a $5-6 rip. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball, but I don't know, I have a little hunch that this week, I think we're gonna see a big play. October is historically a pretty good month for small caps, so I'm thinking this week we're gonna see some sort of ripper. George, good morning. Hey, Eli, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, I don't have a crystal ball, but I just have a little bit of a hunch that we're gonna see a big rip this week. Oops, sorry about that. Scanners were a little PXX, so a little bit of a move here, 169. I really would have liked PXX a lot. 3 million of float. If you guys look back on PXX, this is back in November. This thing ran last November. That was 2018. Look at 2017 November. You could see it went on a nice rip. So you guys see the trend, 2 years ago in November ripped. Last year November ripped. Did it run 2016 November? Again. So the last 3 years this thing on PXX has ran each November. Clearly something going on in like October, November with these shippers. And you can see once again coming up to November, starting to climb on up. But alright, we got 6 minutes to the market opens. Hey, Salty, man, the history shows. The history shows the last how many years they've ran this time of year. So, every year in the last 2 years, people say that to me. Nick, you're crazy. This is not gonna happen again this year. And time again, it keeps happening. So, I'm just playing the odds, and I'm playing what's happened the past few years on these shippers. So, I'm gonna continue to do so. Oh, nice. CTRM was was your biggest winner ever. Nice. Cool. Nick, what will I be trading today? To be honest, not anything I'm too in love with right now. Probably my favorite play at the moment is PFNX. I do like the headline on this one. It does have FDA approval, so this is the one I'll be keeping a closer eye on this one. Yep, I posted that shipping news over in chat. You guys want to go check that out? Posted it the other day. Bike, FRO. I could definitely check that out for you. Let's see. FRO 5% gap here. Light volume at the moment. Curling nicely here in the daily chart. Just got a gap over $10. So I mean, as far as a a day trade, I'd say you need to see a little bit better volume here. But for a swing trade, you're kind of buying something at the top right hand corner. That's not something I like doing. I like buying kind of at the lower right hand corner when we're slowly starting to curl on up. So you are buying a stock that's a little bit overextended here in the daily. But for a day trade, wait for some better volume. Wait for a chart pattern to develop. Yep, guys, market's gonna open in 3 minutes. It's 9:27 right now, so 3 minutes to the market opens. Let me update the scanners. CTRM, a little bit of a scanner hit right there. 320. Salty, I'm trying to get what you're saying. I mean, dude, I've been watching them the past 3 years, every single year, and I think it's a little bit more than just a tiny bit of a squeeze, man. We saw DCIX run like $25. This one was absolutely insane. I was in this thing a few days before this rip. I mean, this is a little bit more than a tiny bit of a daily squeeze, man. I mean, it's a little bit more than just shorts covering. This is a monster squeeze right here. It's a supernova play. Same thing with GLBS last year. But I agree. I agree with what you're saying, though. I do agree that noobs should stay away from it. I'd say it's something maybe if you have a little bit more cash on your hands and you want to play a little bit more of a riskier swing, then I would say go for it. But if you're a small account, you're looking to absolutely grow it, it's kind of a little bit of risky. It's a little bit of risky for you. And look at this one this year. I mean, $3 to no, that's the wrong day. Excuse me. Yeah, back here. This thing ran from like $4 to $11.90. So that was last year's big run. All right, but market's about to open. We are open right now. So PFNX and ADXS will be the top watches right out of the gates here. So I'm going to put PFNX on the bottom level too. PFNX, a little bit of a wash out of the gates here. A little bit of a wash out of the gates. Yeah, salty, but that's why I like to get on them early. They're very hard to day trade. I 100% agree with you on that. They're extremely volatile, very unpredictable. That's why I like to get in early. But I 100% see what you're saying. If you're trying to day trade them, scalp them, very difficult. That's why I like to get in early. PFNX, huge wash out of the gates. We'll see if it could hold $8. Did like the headline on this one a lot on PFNX. So we can see if this one can make some sort of red to green move. So far on the day, as far as any day trades, not including swings, no trades for me at the moment. Sitting on my hands waiting right now. We're only 1 minute into the market opens. Don't want to force anything. PFNX, let's see if this thing could make a red to green move and curl. What a red to green move is, if you guys are wondering, it's a stock that falls out of the gates and then it re-breaks the opening price. That's a red to green move. Well, some other people say, oh, red to green move is when it goes red then goes green. Some people have a little bit of different definitions on it. Could definitely see this thing making some sort of red to green move here on PFNX. Could definitely see this thing start to curl here. So it could be a quick play here on this one. MEET squeezing higher. Yeah. I was actually talking to another trader about that one. On MEET. Some reason I was gonna say the scanner's like broken here. No scanner hits the last 3 minutes. You guys are saying like all these stocks ripping, moving, but I'm not seeing anything on the scanners here. I'm trying to. I think everything's good. Let me see, real time, yeah. All right, so it's another upper wick there on PFNX. So, and we'll see if we continue to hold this 820 mark, but two upper wicks right there. You want to see 820 start the bid hold. AVYA. See a lot of you guys saying AVYA. It's a $13 stock here. Nice uptrend, 50-cent move. There's that big rejection there on PFNX. So you can see just couldn't get over. Just upper wicked a few times here. Didn't get that volume confirmation. And it looks like we're continue to go down here on this play over on PFNX. Alright, so we're gonna change this one because it looks like that thing's starting to die off. And you can see, even though we have a good headline, we're just not getting that price action and volume that we were looking for. You can see we could have the best headline in the world and just We didn't get anything towards it. Let's see SNNA. A lot of cheap ones this morning. I don't really like playing these ones, but if that's what's moving, we'll keep an eye on it. Good volume. Starting to think scanners are like. I haven't seen any scanner rates in 7 minutes. Man, I don't know if the scanners aren't working or what's going on here. Alright, you're gonna look for the scalp off $8. Alright, good luck to you. See if you get a bounce at 8. Ricky looking for the short on meat. Thoughts on SNNA? I like the volume it's doing. Some nice volume bars here. I didn't even look into the headline on it. The daily slowly curling here. Like how it's kind of putting in a higher low here, moving up with this gap to fill. So I like the daily here with the gap to fill here to this 53-cent mark. So it's not bad, if you like the under $1 plays, go look for it. But I typically stay away from these ones. I just don't have a high success rate trading on these ones. Yeah, I can definitely see that daily chart on meat's overextended here. Still front side of the move. If I was looking for maybe some sort of rejection here, stuff move, risking off the highs on meat. Or wait for that breakdown. Alright, let's see. LPG. So it looks like the scanner wasn't broken. We just didn't get a hit for 7 minutes, so. Let's see, ADXS. Even my scanners are slow this morning. Everything's slow right now. Jeez. Let's see, ADXX holding 36 cents. Holding up as current support at the moment. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Casper. I do like that intraday setup that's forming here on AVYA. Continuation from Friday. Yeah, I like what you're seeing there. I like this. I like the setup here. Not my style, but do like this setup. Could form a potential ABCD pattern here. You usually see that, stocks that close strong, Not all the time, but tend to have a higher chance of having a day 2 run. So you could see AVYA had a strong close, strong day on Friday. Now that strong momentum is carrying over into today and this Monday morning. So I could put it on one of the level 2s here. I'll put it on the bottom level 2 on AVYA. PFNX looks like it did get a little bounce there off 8. Starting to come back on up. SRNE. SRNE. Nice uptrend there on SRNE. Excuse me. Daily starting to slowly move on up too. Gapped over that 250 mark. Gonna have some overhead resistance. Still have some room though. Had a prior run. For some reason, like, it's not coming up on here on SRNE. I mean, this one should hit the scanners, I feel like, on SRNE. Don't know what's going on with the Tradia scanners this morning. Guys, let me reset this real quick. Let me reset the scanners real quick. Just want to make sure that everything's still working. So just give me 1 second here. It's kind of sketchy how nothing's really hit the scanners. I feel like SRNE should have definitely hit the blast off. There we go. Alright. Float 22K. That's crazy. 22K float, if that's correct. I mean, Yahoo's saying it too. I don't think I've ever seen something that low. No. JMIA. JMIA here supposedly has a 22K float. I don't know how correct that is, but I mean, Yahoo says it, and Tradius have it here as well. But the float on SRNE, 74 million per Yahoo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people could buy the whole float there on JMIA. Let's see, George. I recommend for day trading. I recommend using a direct access broker. So I'd recommend using something like a Center Point, a Cobra Trading, Speed Trader. Those are all top brokers I'd recommend to use. Trade Zero. Those are all direct access brokers. You'll get very fast and quick executions using those brokers. PFNX. Yeah, let me look at it. I use E-Trade for I use E-Trade just for level 2 and charting. kind of a preference thing. I've been using them for the past, like since I've been trading for the last over 3 years. I've been using these level twos and their charts, so I'm just so used to it. Like I can't really trade without it, so that's why I just keep it around. I keep like the minimum dollar in each trade, but I just use them for charting and level two. I love. I think they're the best level two in my opinion. Like these level twos look sweet. I love them. All right, so what do I think of PFNX right now? So we put in that bottom at $8. Let's see if 810's base. Let's see if we could break above 825. So if we could break above this 825, maybe of interest if we could break and hold that level for a potential red to green move. And big rejection there, big stuff move, and now it's back below 8. So doesn't look like we're gonna get a long play there, guys. Big rejection right there. And that's kind of the story of our market right now we're in. And someone made a funny joke. Same thing with like CAPR. CAPR is kind of a good indicator of the market we're in right now. Look at that pre-market move. Good example of our small cap market right now. Let me see how these shippers are looking. CTRM. Alright, cool. Alright, if you guys have any questions, you guys can fire away. I mean, you guys see what it's looking like out here. Hey, Stock Block. You start to develop a criteria for swing trading. I'm still working on that now, Stock Block. I have my criteria and my playbook for day trading. Swing trading, I'm still developing that. I'm still working on developing and bat testing different types of swing trades. I've been playing around a little bit on a simulator too with the paper trading account for swing trading. So don't start putting in real money on swings unless you develop something. My recent swings been very small size because they're not fully back tested. Like my Eros swing, TTS swing. Like those are very small size for me, like 1,500 shares, 2,000 shares. So super small position size swings. So if you're gonna before you any of you guys, it's not you stock block for anyone. Before you get into swing trading or even day trading, and make sure you have a fully back tested system before you jump into real money. If you are going into real money without doing that, a little bit risky, I'd recommend going very small share size. Hold no long term positions. You know, I do plan to get into some long term investing. In the future, as I continue to build up, my capital. To be honest, I don't know if it's gonna reach 5. I'm not sure. You just have to react and see how the price action volume's looking, how the chart's setting up. But it's had 2 strong green days in a row. Now it's on its 3rd green day in a row. So each day it gets a little bit more riskier on the long side. So just be careful. It's definitely possible it could reach 5. At the same time, don't be surprised if you see it below $4 today. See, you're seeing some shippers, NNA here. NAT you're saying is a shipper. That'd be nice if shippers, heat up the market. First in to kick off the hot market will be a shipper. That'd be nice. Oh, what was I going? Oh, NAT. Float's a little high there. I would look for something on the lower side on the float. Well, it looks like it has a nice move there for a big float. Maybe the float's wrong here. Yeah, stock block. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm working on my swing trading game too. Yeah, I want to also get into more swing trading and long-term position trading. NNA shipper here. Let's see GLBS. Nothing hit the low float scanner so far. Nothing in float rotation. SRNE. Yeah, SRNE. Let's put this one on the level 2. Put this one on the level 2 here. Keep an eye on this one. See, top gapper, right? Top gainer in the penny stock market right now, up 10%. That's weird. Nah, that's not right. SRNE up here 16%. Something's up with Trade Ideas this morning. I think Trade Ideas is having some issues this morning. Yeah, right. What an exciting day in the market right now. So much volume right now, so much action, so many supernovas. Best shippers. I mean, everyone probably has their own list, but I'll mention mine real quick, and I probably mentioned it a few times already, but I'll go over it one more time. CTRM, my favorite. Do like PXX a lot, but too high up on the chart for me here. Another one, TOPS. EC. GLBS. Those are some of my favorite ones right there. Ship's another one. Ship's not bad. Yeah, this is crazy. We don't even have a full page of the scanners this morning. Not even a full page went by, and we're almost 30 minutes in. It's pretty sad. I didn't even know DOS has scanners. I didn't even know that. PFNX back over 8. Not giving up on that one. I guess it's still fighting. It's got to get over 825 or I'm not even interested. Even if it does get over 825, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be getting involved with that. Just this market right now is just making it tough to even look for any sort of trade, especially on the long side. AVYA, yeah. And it looks like there's better volume right now in the mid caps. Nice setup here on AVYA, breaking out. Yep, there's been each time it's got on up, met with heavy selling. Definitely some big sellers on it. Exactly, don't fight the trend. Price action volume's not good on it. No reason to take a gamble on it. Cash free long. All right, good luck to you, man. Good luck. Hopefully we get that red to green move. Like I said, gotta get over that 825 mark for this thing to really squeeze on up, and then you have that 851 high day. Oh yeah, TTMP. That was Fridays. Let's see how that one's looking. Pretty weak volume on it. Pretty weak volume. Could see some red on it today. Let me see. If this was over like $1 or something, over $2, would be in that day 2 category short. Big green day. Opens up, weak volume. Short into pops if volume's weak on a stuff move. Bag holders from the prior day. This would be a good short setup if it was, in my price range I liked. We need to get back over like 50 cents to squeeze on this play. Oh man, what a fun Monday. All right. right? There's so much action. Like I can't even sit in my seat, you know. I'm just, you know, so fired up right now. There's so much action in this market. I wish. I wish. All right, what time we got? All right, it's 10:02. If you guys have questions, fire away, cause I'm falling asleep in my desk right here. Yeah, the scanners need to chill out. There's too can't even go through all these. Can't even go. There's so many pages. I can't even go through all of them. Nice, Casper squeezing out a small winner on a day like this. Nice. ADXX, ADXS. Yeah, put in a higher low there. Just gotta get over this 40 cent mark. What percentage of day trades think are profitable? You know, I'll say this. I think, you know, it's kind of weird. You know, I think, you know, we have maybe, you know, 15% like make money. But I mean, who make like consistent money and like actually do this as a profession, like real time, full time? I mean, I'd probably say like 5%, maybe even lower than 10%. Like do this consistently and consistently make money and that are consistently profitable. But traders who maybe make like a few thousand, you know, in a year, you know, something like that, you know, I'd probably say like 15% ish. Bike, I would say so. I would say I'm in that category. Stock block, take care, man. I'll probably be an early day for me too, guys. I'll probably be wrapping up the stream a little bit early today. You guys can see it's there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on. Yeah, I would stay on longer, but it's not looking like there's anything this morning. Uh, let's see CTRM. Keeping CTRM on the other level 2. Pull it up here. 320s. Well, Prest, I mean, you know, I like to say, you know, who's doing it consistently, you know. You can have a guy with a massive account, you know, maybe make, you know, a big score. CTRM actually and a little bit of volume towards it. You could get, you know, a big guy with a big account, you know, score a big winner, a 50K trade, you know, and you could consider that guy made 50K that year, you know. Then the next year, you know, he, you know, may have a red year. So I mean, you know, I think you got to look at it from, you know, who's doing it consistently and consistently making money each year, you know, rather than who's just, you know, maybe profitable, you know, one year versus the next year. And guys, I'm not really looking for a day trade today. There's no reason to trade on a day like this. Especially seeing the volume like this. I mean, yeah, I guess you consider AVYA, more in the mid cap sector, so it's not really a small cap. But I'm not gonna be looking for an entry on this. The entry I probably said would have been around here, this 1370 mark, playing, the 1350 line. That would have been the ideal entry. 1370 versus 1350 versus 20 cents, with a reward, right around this $14 mark. That would have been a good, nice risk reward, proper trade. Playing for the break of 14, a little bit risky. I don't recommend playing breakouts, nor do I like playing breakouts. I don't think they have the best risk reward. Alright, so it's 10:10. I may give the stream another 15 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes, unless we get a play, miraculously take on off. Then I'll stay on and commentate it. See CTRM looks like it may break this 330 mark. So for the next 10-15 minutes, you guys have questions or maybe topics I could talk about, feel free to fire away in the chat. Yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, put the notification bell on. I'd appreciate that. If I could call Purunga right now, I'd wish for a stock to go parabolic right now. And we were all in at a low entry. That's what I would wish right now for us. Yeah, I can't wait for the day we get that one squeeze. It just takes one runner, guys. Just one runner to heat up this market. That's all it's going to take. And things will change around very quickly. Jason, that's a great question. Yeah. A lot of traders are starting to do that now, especially in like the prop firm world. They're all automating their strategy, using algorithms and algos. So yeah, one day I would love to have my strategy automated. Nice, Ricky. You took the meat short. Nice. Nice, Ricky. Very nice. Waited for a retest. Waited for confirmation. Beautiful. What kind of volume you look like before you buy in? It really depends. It really depends. What dollar stock it is. What the situation is. So the time of day. So it really, it depends on like a lot of things. But I do pay attention a lot to the 1 minute baseline volume. Could this be a reversal on what play it's referring to? PFNX. Like I said, just know the market conditions we're in. Look what it's done, so far on each pop. So far this price edge indicating that, it's likely that this thing may have another stuff. I'd wait for an 825 break on strong volume. Risking the $8 line for, some more upside. That would be, more ideal. Yeah, Dreambox, most likely it's not. It's most likely not a 22K float stock. Do I have a favorite trader? That's a good question. Not really. It's just like a accumulation of traders. A few of them I like. I like Nathan. Investors Underground. I like him a lot. Tim Sykes. He was kind of the one that I first started learning from back in the day. Tim Bertani, some of those guys. Ducks. Those like the early guys I learned from. Same with Alex. So it's like it's not really that one trader that really, if I had to say one that like maybe like inspired me, like kind of like Tim Sykes, I guess. He was kind of the OG. He really kind of inspired me. That it's possible to make a living doing this. So I'd probably say him if I had to choose one trader who inspired me the most. So I'll probably give it like 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes and I'll wrap it up. Nice, good to see some shipper action. So 5 more minutes and I'll wrap it up. Thank you once again, everyone, for sticking around, especially during this these slow times. It's great to have all the support during the slow times. Yeah, I'll be here every day, man. Unless I'm sick or really badly sick, then I'll take a day off. But even if I'm sick, you guys remember I had that that sore throat, but I was still fighting through it. Yeah, I keep my view up setting on default. Tomorrow's a new day, guys. Just be careful over lunch and power hour. Don't trade out of boredom. If you have to, close it up and just maybe watch on your mobile phone. But just don't force stupid trades during lunch hours, because I'm sure there's gonna be some pumps and some sketchy plays. So just be careful and just wait for a better play. Trading over nothing really good comes happen. Nothing good comes happen. Trading over lunch. I've taken my biggest losses over lunch. So just be cautious. Just be careful. All right. So like maybe another minute or two. So like one more minute, 2 more minutes. Any last questions you guys could ask? Yes, sir. Yeah, walk away and save that money and wait for a hotter time. But at the same time, it's good to stick around during the slow times and observe, like you all are doing right now. All 180 you guys. It's good that you're still observing and watching the market. Even if you're not trading, you're still learning every day, and you're getting a good look for when the market looks slow, and then you'll see it versus when it's hot. Bike. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. If a stock's spiking on up. How do you tell if it's profit takers versus someone shorting it? It's a little bit tough to say. I'd say if you have a stock with it went on a recent run that had a high volume day, and you have it coming on up, and you're seeing all this selling pressure, that could be maybe some more profit takers, not profit takers, more bag holders, selling their positions rather than short sellers. But it's kind of, you can't really tell if it's stocks coming on up, if it's shorters or it's profit takers. Maybe you could tell. Maybe all right. Maybe I could maybe make a judgment that, hey, this is being shorted right now on a pop instead of profit takers. Yeah, I hope that helped, but it's a little bit tough to make that inference. But all right, I'm not seeing any more questions. It's 10:22, a little bit early, wrapping it up today. But I think it's gonna be it for the live stream today. I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you all for tuning in today to the stream. I greatly appreciate it. You guys have any questions? Always DMs are always open. So feel free to message me any questions. comments, concerns. I'll be there in Discord today. And yeah, all I can say is just be safe. Don't force anything. You know, just be patient. Everyone should really be patient and just wait for this market to heat on up, because sooner or later it will. And that's the time you want to be going full force and looking for your setups then, rather than forcing it during a slow market that we're in right now. So everyone be safe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.